So today we are heading to Loch Freuchie to have a wee swim actually.
Which is going to be funny because I'm not a great swimmer.
Well, I use that word very lightly. We're going to submerge ourselves.
I love going out to this loch. It just kind of calms the mind and frees the soul.
Cold water is something that has always been, it's not always been part, it's been part of my regular routine. I have a cold shower every single day, but there's something different about going out to wild swimming and actually getting out into a loch somewhere. We don't have to be in there for long, we don't have to do like a mad distance of swimming, but just submerging yourself in cold water, and it makes you feel very free, doesn't it? You know, you're just free, clean, and I've been feeling quite stuck recently, and I just felt a calling yesterday to get out. Unfortunately, Rab had a few things on, so you couldn't make it out. So I thought I'll just hold off. We'll meet it today anyway.
Yeah, so we called an audible. We were going to be doing something different today, but we called an audible. We're like, nope, my buddy needs me, so we're going to the loch.
We're going to go swimming. We are also doing a video for the SSPCA. So if you've heard of the RSPCA, the SSPCA is just the Scottish version, just for the Scottish Society for Protection of Animals,
I believe so, yeah.
something like that. They've asked us to get involved in a little fundraiser, making a wee video for them, so it'd be absolutely our pleasure, because we are animal lovers, to make this little video, and if I get actually two birds with one stone today.
Yeah, so we'll do that, and then we'll go back and we'll warm up by the fire.
The last time Rab was here, the beach was there apparently.
Like right there.
So we had, like, yesterday's rain was absolutely horrendous. It's pretty cool, to be honest. It was battering it down, and obviously it's resulted in a lot of excess water. So we've set up camp here. We're gonna jump in.
So that's our bit for the SSPCA. I'll get that bloody acronym wrong 100 times.
So yeah, now it's just come for that. We did say two birds with one stone. Yeah. SSPCA is done, so now it's just time for us and for our therapy, and that is our therapy.
Let's get stuck in.
Let's get dunked in. In we go! That was really cold right there, but out there, not so much. So that was exactly what I was looking for. How was it for you? How was it for you?
Yeah, it was good. I just did my thing because I'm not confident in the water, so I'm not a great swimmer. I can swim, but I'm not great. So I just submerged myself up as high and just stood on the stones and just chilled the F out, really, basically.
Yeah, I like going for a wee swim. One of the things I wanted to do today was get my head submerged. I love just swimming under the water when it's ice cold. And you just feel like it's almost like a form of flying, isn't it? But it was enough. But then as soon as you start getting out of breath, like, no, I'm here to chill, here to relax. I'm going to go and join Mr. Rab in the shallow. Yeah, the shallow end.
Do you know, I love lochs. I don't like the sea, and I don't know why. I love water. I feel like it heals me. But the
I want
sea
freedom,
scares me.
but not that much.
Yeah, but there's something about open-ended about the sea that I don't like, where a loch is contained. So
yeah, maybe.
I like the loch.
I like Loch because it's fresh water as well. Like, I don't mind swimming in the sea when it's salty. It's fine. I'll do it. But then there's always like, I desperately need a shower afterwards. Whereas in the loch, I'm like, well, I'm not exactly clean, but then I feel fresh. I feel clean. I feel like I don't need a shower right now.
Yeah. So I'm just hearing a buzzing. I'm like, better not be those minchies. So we're going to go and get the fire on at the cottage and get warmed back up.
Time for some coziness. Cuppa.
Lucky I bought some cups, eh? I wasn't lying when I said I'd been humbled. I'm like, starting from ground zero, I've got fuck all. You'll be welcome to my inflatable life.
Like, do you want some coffee? I was like, yeah, open up, there's a coffee. There's the water.
You'll need to meet my inflatable girlfriend, although she's probably got a puncture.
Oh dear.
So we've had to stop just at a little farm shop just along the road here because Stephen's a bit of a coffee snob. Nah, bless him. He won't drink rubbish coffee and he's feeling sorry for me, so he's ran in to get fresh coffee, if you like. What have I done? Oops. Yeah, he's waiting to get fresh coffee because I did actually pick up a cafetiere for the cottage, but yeah, so he's waiting to get some fresh coffee. Oh, Stephen.
So, Mr. Rab very kindly invited me in for coffee, but Rab's got a tendency to have instant coffee on standby almost.
There's nothing wrong with instant coffee, right? It does the job, it makes you.
So I had to go buy some good stuff. So I got you some Brazilian bubble gum. The flavours are boozy, sweet, and berries. I thought that suited you pretty well, right?
Yeah, it's
boozy, sweet, and berries. So that's your housewarming gift.
Oh, thanks very much, buddy.
I also got some munchies here. I thought after a wee swim, I got some peanut butter, milk chocolate, and dates.
We're gonna light the fire and get all Barry White.
Get
everybody questioning us.
I just figured it's gonna be a while since you have a date, so.
So we've had a bit of hot and cold, or cold and hot therapy today.
Yeah, not quite hot therapy, but it's nice, cosy, warm fire. But the cold therapy certainly is a huge help, and something that we would recommend if you're ever needing a little bit of, not escape, but really to come more in tune with your emotions and to not let your emotions control you.
Yeah, I just love being by water right now. I absolutely love it. There's something, whether it's just go and I roll my trousers up and stand with my feet in the water, or do like today, where we fully submerge, or not fully submerged, but I was 95%. I've got a giant head. I actually do have a large head, you know. To get this fucking thing under the water, Jesus Christ.
Both senses of that phrase, got a big head. Yeah, when you go into cold water, whether you're going, even just putting your feet in, it's like that instant shock of, that's cold. And that's when you start to then learn about your emotions. You go, okay, well, what am I reacting to here? And when you practice that on a regular basis, what you're actually practicing and not letting your emotions control you, because there's, like, it's cold, right? When you first go in, you're like, oh, that's cold. But when you don't let that emotion control you, go, it's cold, it's uncomfortable, but I'm going to keep going, because once they get in there, it then becomes your comfort zone. And it's like, it's just this huge analogy for the rest of your life.
Because there is that initial panic. Like when I went right up to neck deep initially, it was like, I'm cold, take your breath away. And then you just calm yourself, you just calm, Rab, you're fine, you're going to be okay. And then all of a sudden you're like, it's weird, because I didn't then focus on my breathing, I was focusing on the waves. I was like, yeah, I'm fine, I was happy. And I just stood there, and just enjoyed it and just kind of relaxed. And it was good. It was good.
Most people panic comes from not knowing what's about to happen. So when you experience something new or uncomfortable, you're like, because if that temperature change was to keep going, keeping it colder and colder and colder, then you get hypothermia and you freeze to death, right? So it's that built-in emotion is there. But when you accept that actually nothing bad's going to happen, and actually this is a huge benefit to me. Now you can think that logically, but your body has to experience it rather than just being in your head. So once you've experienced it, going, actually, I know I'm safe now, and my body's experienced that I'm safe, and suddenly you become much more balanced and mindful.
So we're actually doing quite a bit of charity work this week. So today we're just doing the SSPCA thing for their little project. But then by the time this video goes out, we will be at, I always think the name's a bit harsh, so lunch with an old bag. But it's a charity event, and actually when this goes out, we will still be there selling off a prize where all the prize money goes to charity. So fingers crossed by this point in the day our prize has been auctioned for something incredible and that we've saved the lives of many young people.
You'll see it on our social media, whatever we raised on the day for us personally, then we can tell you, and then hopefully we might even know how much the whole day has raised, because there's lots of people donating so many amazing gifts to this charity. It's basically, we're going to be in a room full of rich older women.
Somebody will pre-warn me that we're probably going to get eaten.
Not by midges this time.
Not by midges this time. So to all our followers, we sincerely appreciate you. It was lovely knowing you.
If you never see us again, you'll know exactly why. We're probably in some rich woman's dungeon who thought she was bidding for something else.
But don't worry, we are currently tunneling out.
Yeah.
Spoons on standby.
As soon as we get a signal, we'll let you know.
I was going to start whistling The Great Escape, but then I'll end up starting whistling the other tune. So I absolutely love the song from, because who sings it? I was going to say One Direction, it's not, it's One Republic from the new Maverick movie. I absolutely love that movie. And it's and we were laughing earlier that I wonder if like our whistling alone would get us copyright slashed.
I know, let's try that.
It's brilliant because it's I ain't worried. That's what the words to the song are. It's like,
great.
basically, you've got a lot of worries on, but I'm not worried right now. I'm just going to focus on whatever game I'm playing or whatever I'm doing. So
Yeah.
quite useful.
It's a really, really catchy song. When you first hear it, you know, it's like, oh, this good song. But we watched it just the other day, and the minute the movie finished, you're up and you're washing your plate or doing whatever you need to do, and you're whistling away with the tune.
It probably didn't help him that I've been playing on repeat in my car all the way to the loch.
Listened to it like 6 times.
Yeah. So, well, we're going to enjoy our coffee. We ate those dates. I was going to try and make a joke about a hot date, but
it was just yummy.
Just yummy. Do you know, in the last vlog, I made a joke about a hot date with Jura when I was late with whiskey. And you know in the comments, something like, who's Jura? I'm like, Jura's the whiskey.
Jura, an idiot.
Actually, to be fair to the person, I was at school with a lovely girl called Jura. Obviously named that, because people do name their children after islands. So, but somebody was always like, ooh, who was Jura? I'm like, no, I was having a hot date with my whiskey. That's the extent of the excitement in my life.
That's where Rab is right now.
Yeah.
That's where Rab is.
So I was going to try and make a joke about the dates there, but it's just not funny anymore. It's not fucking funny.
Anyway, we're going to enjoy this fire, enjoy our coffee, and we will see you next week.